Come on. Come on. Okay. Should be all set. Just wait a second. Okay. So I kind of want to get started early tonight because I actually want to get like a bit of this, like a good chunk of this done. Especially seeing as like last time I had the awful break in my stream. So we're going to try to hopefully not have that today, although I can't really predict it. Anyway, let's get to work here.
Welcome. You've got dads.
You've got dads. I think we saw this one. It's like the Jason from the past. They meant ice cream. Listen, life is short and ice cream should always be acceptable, but unfortunately this isn't the society we live in. And it's less the society we live in and more me projecting my own anxiety about being judged onto others. But you know what I mean. By the time you're reading this, it is a certain time of day in which nobody will bat an eye at you for going out and buying ice cream. You know what to do. Be good to me. Buy that ice cream. Well, if I say so, I better do exactly what I said. You know what? I've earned a treat. On the way home, I decided to stop off and grab some ice cream, which I fully plan to eat directly from the tub. Spent a lot of time trying to figure out just which type of ice cream I'd like to eat directly from the tub. Rocky Road, pistachio. Oh, Amanda's probably going to want some too. Better get 2 tubs. She loves cookie dough ice cream, right? Hey, mister. Turn around and see Ernest leaning up against the wall of the convenience store. Ernest? You're cool, right? No way. I'm about to go sprawl out on the couch between a liter of ice cream and a basic cable package. I have every intention of waking up in that position tomorrow morning. What do you think? Man, talking to you sucks. You just help me out. Help you out. There's no fire involved, is there? Just clouds. So if I give you 20, will you buy me e-liquid? Ernest, what's e-liquid? It's like Gatorade, you know, electrolyte liquid. I'd get it myself, but I'm banned from here for trying to run a grift on the cashier. A classic fiddle game, you know the deal. Oh, if you're talking about balanced electrolytes, then I got you, little buddy. And I didn't know you played the fiddle. Just ask the clerk for blue cranberry apple vortex. He'll know what it is. Pick up a tub of pistachio ice cream for myself and a tub of cookie dough for Amanda. I search around for some blue Crazen void stare, but I can't seem to find any. I turn to the cashier. Say, where's your finest e-liquid? Behind the counter. You got an ID? First of all, my daughter is older than you. Second of all, I'm flattered. I switched shampoo recently. Is that taking some years off? Look, you need to be 21 to buy vape juice. Your hair doesn't look a day over 20. Wait a minute. Are you just trying to butter me up to get me to buy more ice cream? Because it's working! I guess outside and spot Ernest staring at me. So you're telling me the e-liquid is not a sports drink? It's for vaping. Ernest is watching us intently through the window. I better go give that kid a piece of my mind. I see. Okay, look, I'm going to pretend that you didn't try to trick me into buying you old Baphomet's cough syrup and then go inside here to purchase my ice cream. I won't tell your dad if you promise to scram. Stop vaping. You'll get popcorn lung. What if I give you 25? Go home, Ernest. As I'm walking back inside, Ernest calls after me. You can get popcorn lung from microwave popcorn, you know. I no longer trust this child, but the mere notion strikes fear into my heart. Good thing I don't like popcorn. I go back inside to complete my purchase with a good cashier. Thank you, kind sir, for your time and generous hair compliments. You got it, bub. I glance out the window while to see Ernest still outside. Looks like he's talking to some other poor sap. Guess I should go outside and save this other guy some grief. Wait a second. That's definitely a cop. Oh boy. I grab my tubs of ice cream and bolt outside. Ernest is already face down on the hood of a squad car. Ernest, did you seriously just try to get a cop to buy you e-liquid? Do you know this kid? I'm friends with his dad. Yeah, we live in the same cul-de-sac. I know his dad. Listen, he's a good kid, and I'm this boy's father. I turn around to see Robert walking up the street toward the convenience store. Ernest, what are you doing? I want a lawyer. First of all, good first instinct. Remember that you're not required to answer any questions from the police officer without a lawyer present. You're this boy's father?
Hey.
Yes, sir. Ernest likes to lash out at me like this ever since the accident. Oh, I don't like talking about it. That's fine. Robert gets a wistful twinkle in his eye. It all started 7 summers ago. My hair was long then. New metal was still in style. Ernest and I were down in Florida swampland, scavenging for... Sir, I can leave you to take it from here. Sounds good, thanks, officer. Ernest, come along now. You'll be cleaning grout from the rain gutter for a week thanks to this transgression. Police officer gets in his car and drives off. I'm stunned by how cool Robert was just there. Thanks, I want to say... Richard? Ouch. Don't mention it, Hemingway. Got in trouble plenty of times in my life, just trying to do a good deed for the day. Will you buy me e-liquid if I give you 20? Child, I will end you.
I don't know.
Hey, Jason, will you walk Ernest home with me? Sure.
Hey.
Ernest runs ahead, presumably so he won't be seen with us, which is a thing I think kids do. It reminds me a lot of myself when I was his age. Well, maybe I wasn't as dumb. Seems like he tortures his dad.
Oh.
Seems like he tortures just about everybody. He even stole your wallet. What? No, he... I pat my back pocket. I pat the rest of my pockets. He stole my wallet. Why are you doing this to yourself? What? Hart points at my tubs of ice cream. One of them's for Amanda.
Oh.
I have no qualms with the quantity of ice cream you purchased. It's a perfectly respectable amount of ice cream. It's the quality I'm talking about. You work hard, Jason. You're a good dad. Don't you think you deserve top shelf ice cream? I think I do. But these were on sale. If you're going to treat yourself, go big or go home. Real vanilla bean, real pistachio. You deserve it.
Hey.
You arrive at the cul-de-sac and Ernest runs into his home. The boy is the reason why we don't have prizes in Sears anymore. Catch you around, Jason. Robert tosses me my wallet. I catch it with a surprised look on my face. I stole it back. Keep it in your front pocket or use a chain like back in your scout days. Smell you later. See you, Robert. I go back inside my home, ready to spend the rest of the night with 2 tubs of ice cream and also Amanda. Stand up for yourself. Don't let anyone disrespect you.
You've got dads.
Okay. I suppose I could probably try to reach out to one of these dads. Try Hugo. Middle school teacher, high school teacher, writer of scholarly articles on 18th century literature for various esteemed publications. If you're on here to tell me that my son put a cherry bomb in your trash, I know and I'm sorry. Brew some strong tea and paint my miniatures. I like that. Remembrance of things past. Muscles. What do you want to be when you grow up? Movie star. Documentaries and art history. Each of us read a different book on the opposite side of the couch in a comfortable silence. My glasses, actually I forget them at home a lot. I worry that people are against e-readers and more in love with the idea of books than actually reading them. I don't know, he's not necessarily what I would look for, but why don't we go and at least hang out with Hugo? I think I already know like which dad I will pursue, but let's just let's just take this a little bit further. Navigate to Hugo's dad book page and type out a message. Hey Hugo, great seeing you at the barbecue. Want to hang out sometime? I'll wait for a few minutes before the computer dings. I'm so glad you mentioned me. And I definitely want to hang out sometime, but I have a favor to ask. Our class is going on a field trip to the aquarium today, and one of our chaperones called in sick. Is there any possible way you could come by and replace them? Uh-oh. I completely understand if you don't want to or can't make it, but I'm going to be honest with you here. It's the middle school class. I need as much help as I can get. I think about it for a moment, man. That's a lot of screaming kids that I'd be accountable for, and they're in middle school. Arguably the worst age to be. Amanda silently trudges into the kitchen and pours herself a bowl of cereal. Morning, Amanda. Morning, Pops. Hey, how was middle school for you?
Aww.
Bad, but nobody likes middle school. It's 3 years of bad acne, crying, and being generally terrible.
Ugh.
Everyone sucks. No self-awareness. It's just a bunch of hormonal teenagers locked in a gross old building for 40-plus hours a week, doing long division and starting fights over, I don't know, pizza day? It's 40s, Pops. Top 40s. Top 40s, Pops? Middle schoolers should be avoided at all costs. What was your middle school experience like? I didn't like it. I had my first crush in middle school and I'm still bitter about it. Alexis Stuggs. You hurt me and I'll never forget. What'd she do to you? I stare off into the middle distance. Remember the 24 hours that we dated and the 3 times we held hands between class periods. Then I remember the bitter betrayal, her leaving me for Arnold Birmingham, him making me eat dirt in front of her. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh.
See, middle schoolers are reprehensible. Wait, why are you asking me about middle school? Oh, Mr. Vega requested my help to chaperone his middle school class to the aquarium. Just wanted to know what I was in for.
Huh?
You get to go to the aquarium? Are you kidding me? The last field trip I got to go on was to a clam chowder factory. They didn't even give us clam chowder. They gave us a square pizza at a clam chowder factory. Oh, is that why you won't eat clam chowder anymore? No, it's because Bobby Willingham threw up into one of the vats of clam chowder, and I'm the one who saw it happen. It haunts me. Right, let's leave that story firmly in the past. Anyway, you should do it. Mr. Vega sounds like he could really use the help. Plus, you get to hang out with cool fish. Cool fish, huh? Man, I get kind of weird about aquariums. The ocean makes me nervous. What, are you worried that a whale's gonna pop up out of the touch tank and swallow you whole? Don't you put fear in my heart. Well, they have penguins there. Yes, they have penguins there. Then it's settled. Penguins outweigh fear of ocean. I sit back down on the computer and let Hugo know that I'm available. He tells me to meet him at the aquarium and gives me the address. I grab my keys and kiss Amanda on the forehead before I head out. Bye, Amanda. I arrive at the aquarium to find the school buses have beaten me there. Preteens huddled around their teacher in small groups, yelling at each other and goofing off. Every teacher looks like they're at their wits' end. Hugo jogs up to me looking frazzled. So glad you're here. Hugo!
I don't know.
It's been It's been a debacle all morning. We're short-handed, and most of the kids won't stop screaming. As I'm sure you know is the case with all middle schoolers. I lived through Amanda at 12. I'm all too familiar. Great! Well, it's you and me chaperoning a group of 10 kids. They're over here. Hugo walks me over to a gaggle of preteens who are all sitting on the ground playing with their phones. They're not kicking each other like some of the other groups. We're off to a good start.
Oh.
You guys put your phones away? All the kids look up for a moment, stare at Hugo, then go back to texting. At least they're quiet. Too quiet. These guys are up to something. I can feel it. There's no way. They're too busy thinking about not getting food stuck in their braces to pull any stunts. It's middle school after all.
Oh.
We'll see. The classes start filing into the aquarium, and Hugo hands out a massive stapled packet of paper to each kid. These are due at the end of the field trip. Yes, this will be for a grade. No, you can't borrow a pencil. The kids collectively groan and grab the sheets from Hugo. What's in the packet? Honestly, it's just busy work so that the teachers can have a moment's reprieve. I think one of the questions asks them to sit quietly for 10 minutes and think about the Great Barrier Reef. I like that octopus back there. Teacher hacks, I like that. Wait, I thought you were an English teacher. What does the aquarium have to do with books?
Oh.
We just did a unit on the Old Man in the Sea. Nothing quite like introducing the kids to the futile perseverance of human spirit by making them pet stingrays.
Oh.
It gives us time to check out some of the exhibits as well. Come on, they have a phenomenal selection of tropical fish. While the kids sit on the floor and pretend to be doing their assignments while they text, Hugo and I wander over to a large tank filled with brightly colored fish. Hugo points to a brown and white fish with long spines. That right there is a lionfish. Do you know that their stomachs can expand up to 30 times in size? Whoa. Their spines are venomous too. Nature is hardcore.
Oh.
Do you think that's bad? Look at this one over here. Hugo points out to a spiny, grumpy-looking fish hanging out near the bottom of the tank.
Hey.
That's a stonefish. The most venomous fish in the world. They just, like, keep it here? They're relatively harmless so long as you don't step on them. What happens if you step on them?
Oh.
Tissue necrosis. Cool.
Hey.
Nature is wild. Man, Hugo seems to know a lot about fish. I feel the overwhelming need to impress him. Hey, see that fish over there? That one? Yeah, that's the... A blue-nosed wiggly fish. Humphead... American longfin. I like blue-nosed wiggly fish. Yeah? Did you know that... psychiatric fish trivia? This is the only species of fish known to develop clinical depression. Wait, are you serious? Absolutely not. I'm playing it for the gag here. Good one. We lead the kids to another room. Sharks, sea turtles, eels, and other marine life swim around in a massive floor-to-ceiling aquarium. The kids begin to take selfies with the sharks. Hugo leads me aside to separate two kids who started fighting over a Capri Sun. I walk around the room, reading the tiny little blurbs about different fish swimming inside each of the enclosures. After a while, I look around and see Hugo again. He's gazing up at the aquarium in childlike wonder. The ripples in the water cast blue, moving shadows across his face. For someone surrounded by angry, hormonal preteens, he looks completely peaceful. He looks really cute in this light. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. Wow.
Hey.
I walk over and join him. Beautiful, isn't it? I'd rather stare at you. Are those two sharks kissing? No, Jason's. One's eating the other. Well, we stand together for a moment, admiring the wonders of marine life. We eventually make our way to the touch tank room, which seems to be the only thing the kids are actually interested in. The tank is filled with a variety of horseshoe crabs, sea urchins, stingrays, and small fish. I stand around the edges of the tank and keep a wary distance from the sea life. Who knows what kind of nefarious plans those horseshoe crabs have for my well-moisturized hands? Hugo rolls up his sleeve and sticks his hand in the water. Don't you want to pet some rays, Jason? Oh, I think I'm good. I don't really... I think I should just stay over here and admire them from a respectable distance. Come on, it'll be fun and informative. Don't make fun of me, but I'm scared to touch them. I get weird when there's no glass separating us. I don't know what any of those things are, but I get the feeling they'll probably bite me in my delicious hands if given the chance. Nothing in this tank can hurt you, and the stingrays have had their barbs removed. The horseshoe crabs only eat little clams, and the anemones are perfectly safe to touch. Against my better judgment, I approach the tank, slowly dipping my hand into the cold water. I touch a stingray and as it glides past me. See, not so bad. It feels like fun, slimy leather. Things get a lot less scary when you learn more about them, right? I dive my head back into the touch tank with renewed vigor for ocean life. I poke at some urchins and feel the hard carapace of a horseshoe crab. My hand brushes against Hugo's hand as we reach for the same anemone. I pull away, blushing. Ooh. Hugo smiles at me. Hey, you're supposed to be touching the fish. Sorry, I just get a little carried away with some... Wait, that girl over there looks suspicious. Why's that?
Oh.
Our backpack's usually wet. Oh, hold on. Susan! Susan, get back here! Hugo runs after middle schooler and catches her before she can make it to the exit. Want to tell me what's in the bag? Textbooks. Want to tell me what's really in the bag? Susan won't budge. I walk over to Hugo and the girl. I think he might need a bad cop. Look, kid. I'm not afraid to hit a child. We don't have time for games here. Whatever it is, goes back in the touch tank now. You're not a teacher. You can't tell me what to do. Yes, well, I am. Can you please put the bag down? Next time we won't say please. Susan glares at Hugo for a moment before dropping her book bag on the floor. It lands with a wet slap. We stare at it for a moment before it starts to move.
Sweet manchego.
Hugo leans down and unzips the backpack. A horseshoe crab frantically scuttles out and across the floor. An employee swoops in, scoops it up, and places it back in the tank. She gives us a disapproving look. Jesus, Susan, what was your plan? I was trying to free him. To where? Outside? Where he was going to die? Susan, go back to your group. We'll discuss this later. Yeah, and hands where we can see him. Hands up! Susan sulks off, leaving me alone with Hugo, who gives me a pat on the back. Or a pat on the shoulder. Middle schoolers have sticky hands. I doubt that's the first time that's happened here. Or the last. In the next room, we see a variety of smaller tanks. Sea urchins, tiny fish, and a rainbow of beautiful underwater plant life surrounds us. Look over here! Hugo points to some seahorses gathered around the bottom of the tank. One of them is in the middle of giving birth. That's actually the male seahorse. Sort of takes fatherhood to a new level, doesn't it? Hey kids, come check this out. There's a male seahorse giving birth. Low murmur from students. They jump back onto their phones.
Hey.
Fun fact, male seahorses can give birth and then get pregnant in the same day. Man, we thought we had it hard. I wonder if they have to deal with the kids, with their kids' awkward teenage years too. However many thousand of them. You seem to know a lot about marine life, Hugo. It's not really my specialty, but I do make a point to learn as much as possible whenever I can. I think that learning shouldn't end when you leave school. We should challenge ourselves to find out more about things we don't understand every day of our lives. Because if you stop learning, I don't think you'll ever be able to grow or change as a person. Good point. But I still don't trust the ocean. We'll get there. We finally make our way over to my favorite part of the tour, the Arctic exhibit. Do we get to see the penguins? Yes, we get to see the penguins. Hell yeah. A group of kids runs around the exhibits. They won't stop tapping on the glass as the puffin enclosure, trying to get their attention. I like penguins. They're super freaking cute. For at least a few moments, teachers, chaperones, and students alike seem to be having a great time. What was I so worried about? This isn't too bad.
What?
Yuko suddenly grabs my arm. Oh my god, there's a student in the penguin enclosure! Wait, just kidding. It's very bad. Is it one of ours? It most certainly is. Molly Henderson, Susan's friend. I look over to the penguins and see a determined-looking child crouching behind a rock. She's hiding just out of sight of one of the employees. Over on the other side of the enclosure, I see the door to the exhibit ajar. Was it unlocked this whole time? We gotta stop her before the staff sees and bans our school for life. Yuko looks around. I'll create a distraction. He runs towards the puffin exhibit and addresses the entire room. Everybody, everybody, everybody! I have an announcement. The whole room turns toward Hugo. Here's a few facts I bet you didn't know about penguins. Everyone just stares at Hugo, confused. Well, this is my shot. I run into the enclosure and I am greeted by a blast of cold air. Psst, hey! The girl whips around to look at me. Her nose is pink from the cold. You can't be in here. Neither can you! I try to walk over to the girl, but the ground is so icy that I just end up slipping. I catch myself before I hit the ground, but the girl still laughs at me. Contrary to popular belief, penguins are birds. Birds are traditionally known to fly, but penguins cannot. So I understand some confusion. So I can understand some confusion when we're discussing the birdness of penguins. The crowd is still somehow enraptured. Kid, what are you even doing? Letting the penguins go. They deserve freedom. Where are they even going to go? They're gonna live in my closet. Look, I just don't have time to argue about this. We gotta get out of here. Not until I save a penguin. Little known fact is that penguins only live in cold climates. With some exceptions. So they don't all live in cold climates if you're splitting hairs here. Did I mention that they don't fly? The crowd is starting to lose interest. I'm running out of time. Lay down the law. I prepare to raise my voice at Molly and then hesitate. Is it weird for me to raise my voice at a stranger's kid? Like, is it a parody faux pas or something? Money. Give me money. I'll give you $20 right now if you leave with me. Molly thinks for a second. Okay, well, give it to me right now. Reach into my pocket and pull out everything I have, examining each bill. Okay, well, I have $12 and some change. Also, there's a button here. Is that enough? Pay me the other $8 later and we have a deal. We moved to shake on our agreement before I suddenly realized there's a wave of penguins on their way out of the enclosure. We're gonna have to block these birds. Oh shit, I have to block these birds.
Block that bird!
I'm like clicking out of the window and it's making me drag the box instead of freaking doing what I want to do.
Drive that bird!
What? Oh my god, 3 penguins escaped! Bribery works! Oh my god. Pet every dog. I swear to god. Controls for that game were terrible. And that's over just in time, too. Looks like Hugo is wrapping up his diversionary penguin speech. That's why I think the penguins are one of the best animals in the world. A few people in the audience clap out, clap out of a sense of duty. Everyone starts dispersing. Hugo spots us from across the way and runs over. Molly, what were you doing in there? I was liberating animals, Mr. Vega. You realize that penguins can only survive in Arctic temperatures, right? you would have had a dead penguin on your hands. Well, it was a thought that counts. No, Molly, it wasn't. Molly turns to me. You owe me $8.
Sweet manchego.
What? Just, I'll pay you later, kid. Molly runs up towards Susan. I suppose that they had, I suppose so they could compare animal thief notes.
Oh.
You're not off the hook, Molly.
Hmm?
Jason, did you just bribe a child? I don't know what she's talking about. Can't play by the rules when there's penguins on the line. I bribed a child. It was the only way to get her out of the exhibit. I'm not proud of what I've done. I'm not proud of it either, or of my penguin facts lecture. TM. But at least we got her out.
Oh.
Let's just get through the day and get out of here. With the day finally coming to a close, the whole field trip is ushered through the gift shop, and we make our way back to the school buses. As we leave the aquarium, the kids load onto the buses, and Hugo pulls me aside.
Oh.
Hey, Jason, thank you so much for helping me out today. You're a lifesaver. Yeah, it was no problem. It was actually kind of fun. Let me take you out next time to make it up to you. You like cheese boards? There's nothing on earth more satisfying than a good cheese board. Great. Well, I gotta go make sure the kids don't steal anything else. See you around. I walk inside to find the house empty. I wonder where Panda's at. Before I know it, Amanda pops in through the front door. What you up to tonight? Just doing some homework. How was the aquarium? It was an adventure. Some kid tried to steal a penguin.
Aww.
We've all been there. I had to run in and grab her before any of the employees saw. You gotta go into the penguin enclosure? Did you steal a penguin for us? Amanda, no penguins were stolen thanks to the valiant efforts of myself and Mr. Vega. It was nice getting to spend some time with Hugo, though.
Huh.
I'm surprised he helped complete a covert op. He's usually kind of a what? Kind of a stick in the mud. He's actually pretty cool. I had a good time with him. All right, too much adventure for me for today. I'm gonna go rest my eyes. You mean take a nap? There's a difference. You'll learn when you become a father. Yeah, she'll learn when she becomes a dad. Date complete. Poker buddy. I like tweed.
I'm JK rolling with delight.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What was that? Okay.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Hugo and Damien? Hey, are you up to anything tonight? Hugo and I were planning to go to the art walk downtown, and we're wondering if you would care to accompany us. I would normally write a letter longhand, but I've run out of distressed parchment paper. Whoa, why can I see Damien and Hugo's chats? Am I a hacker? But I don't even have a hacker alias. The feds are gonna bust down my door any minute now. I've got to destroy this computer. Jason, this is a group chat. Oh, thank God. Do you guys know how to destroy a computer? You can run Derek's boot nuke from a startup flash drive, but once you've done that, it's best to physically destroy the platters altogether. The Victorians were well versed in information society, security. Jason, do you want to go to see some art or not? Art is good. Let's go see art. See that art. I like that they use that whole thing, like be that dad. See that art. Buddy. Damien and Hugo invited me to the monthly art walk down in downtown Maple Bay. I've never really been to one of these before, so I'm not quite sure what I'm in for. I think I'm here a bit early. I don't see Damien or Hugo around anywhere, and I feel just a little uncomfortable standing among all these fancy art people. Fancy art people? Jason? I turn around. It's Joseph. Joseph, what are you doing here? Aren't you out there, praising Satan? Joseph scoffs at me. What am I doing here? I could ask you how could you ask me that? I'm obviously a huge art appreciatist.
Oh.
Okay, fine. Damien invited me to this art walk thing. I'm guessing he invited you too. Yep, admittedly a little bit out of my depth here.
Oh.
Thank God, I thought I was going to be the odd one out. Are you allowed to say that? Say what? You know, thank God. Yep, I actually get double points when I say it since I'm a minister.
Oh.
The points get you into heaven. That's how it works. Anyway, where are the guys? I look and spot Hugo and Damien, who seem to have just arrived at the gallery. Good eve, good eve, good eve. Damien is so weird. Evening, friends. Who's ready for some art? Art is dead and nothing is real. I have no idea what I'm in for. Same.
Hey.
All you have to know is that if you're ever feeling overwhelmed, there's generally always a table that has free wine and cheese. I like art now.
Oh.
I've got the table in my sights. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go help myself to some tiny wines. Yeah, let's leave Joseph to his devices. Talk art with Hugo and Damien. So what's this first place? This particular art specializes in landscape, a painting of various locales within the American Northeast. Huh. I look at the art. It is rad art. At the risk of sounding uninformed, do all of these landscapes look like butts to you guys? Damien and Hugo lean in, examining the paintings in earnest.
Oh.
It would appear as if you are correct.
Oh.
Valid assessment, Jason. Hey, this art stuff's pretty easy.
Oh.
It gets more complicated.
Ah.
Sometimes the butts are more symbolic. Sometimes the butts are metaphors. Sometimes art is about the butts they don't draw. Huh, interesting. Joseph returns to our group with Chinese cheese and wine. What'd I miss? Butts? Shame. The cheese is nice, though.
Oh.
Shall we visit the next place? We leave the first gallery and walk a few minutes before we reach another. This gallery is a bit more crowded. Huge paintings of... I'm not even sure. Hangs on the wall. Oh. Oh, jeez. What am I looking at here?
Hey.
This is abstract art. I think the more important question is, what does this art mean to you? I stare at the paintings, concentrating as hard as I can on its meaning. It's a metaphor for the human condition. It reminds me of my childhood. It represents strife. It's a butt. Well, I mean, I'm just gonna say childhood. The gestures, the color, they remind me of my childhood. Intriguing that you discover something so personal, an image so non-specific. Mr. Dad, may I ask you to say a little more? Just kidding, it's a butt. Everyone else stares at the painting. Yeah, that's definitely a butt. Huh. While a valid assessment, I feel like the artist is trying to make a different statement. Probably how much he liked butts. You are a servant of the Lord. We are all God's creatures, even butts.
Oh.
Comparing this piece of art to the artist's body of work, I'm pretty sure this represents the sense of isolation he feels creating traditional abstract artwork in a field that's rapidly moving towards digitization. Wow, how'd you figure that out?
Oh.
That's what it says on the placard. Oh. Let's look at a few more of these. We walk around the gallery, sampling some more of the artist's work. I almost hate to say it, but abstract art is kind of growing on me. It's interesting to see that the artist chooses not to let their work be defined by, what's the word, realism? Realism. As we're looking at one of the paintings, a patron scoffs loudly. I could do that. Excuse me?
What?
Hugo, not here. No, come back here. The patron walks away, not noticing Hugo fuming right next to him.
Oh.
You say you could do that, but you didn't. You don't seem to have the intellectual depth or the artistic skill to execute a piece even a fraction as impressive as this one.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Art is the truest expression of the self, and it seems like your self is bad, so your art would be bad. Hugo's insult game isn't the best, but there's no denying his passion. Damien is holding him back at this point.
Oh no.
Friend, he's not worth it.
I don't know.
Hugo manages to cool down. He smooths his jacket.
I don't know.
He got his tweed all ruffled. I'm sorry, I just love art very much. We know, buddy. I pat Hugo on the shoulder. You know what would ease the mood? Is it cheese? No.
Oh.
It's wine and cheese.
Hey.
Huh.
Co-signed. The four of us head over to the wine and cheese table, which thankfully is grounded in realism and is actual wine and cheese.
Ah.
We got one last stop on the tour. You lot feeling up for it? Is it gonna be any weirder than this art?
Oh.
It is absolutely weirder than this art. Let's do it.
Right.
Damien, Hugo, and I walk over to a performance in the street. Several masked performers in leotards undulate wildly on the ground, screaming both at each other and us.
Lawrence of Arabia.
So, quick question.
Ah.
Shoot. What is happening? I second this question.
Oh.
Performance art. What does it mean? Again, I pose the very same question to you, Mr. Dad. More putts. Fear of existence. What do you think they're trying to say? I believe it's less about what they're trying to say and more about why they're saying it. I think there's something special about performance art. With almost every other form of art, music, painting, photography, the artist uses their medium as a conduit for their emotions.
Ah.
With performance art, their medium is the artist. It's the purest expression of raw human emotion. It's art as catharsis.
Eh.
That's beautiful, Damien. So, what you're saying is, if I start making really loud fart noises right now, it's art as long as I, really mean it? Damien fixes him with a hard stare. I was going to start making fart noises, but based on the look on your face, that joke isn't going to play well with this crowd.
Ah.
Ugh.
Ah.
Wise.
Ah.
We watch the rest of the performance as earnestly as we can and clap politely after the dancers scream their way off stage. I think I'm all arted out. Agreed. We all decide to walk home together. We make our way back to the cul-de-sac, tiny wine and cheese sloshing around in my stomach. I think what I've learned tonight, and not just what I've learned about art, which was nice and extremely informative, but what I've learned tonight is that when you put a bunch of tiny wine and tiny cheese together, it eventually becomes regular wine and regular cheese, followed by too much wine and too much cheese. The tiny cheese lulled me into a false sense of security. I felt safe with tiny cheese. Wax wings, too close to the sun. Cheese wings? Those would melt in the sun too, and I feel like it's more appropriate imagery.
Oh.
Plus, it'd be delicious. A nice Emmentaler, possibly. Hey, if you guys were painters, what would you paint? I actually dabble in oils. I mostly paint landscapes. I'm not very good, but it's a nice way to pass the time. I think I would focus on personal portraits of people in unique professions, like, for example, luchadors. I think I'd paint boats, seascapes, maybe some lighthouses. Mostly boats. Really?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're choosing boats in favor of a long history of religious imagery in artwork. What? Boats are cool. What about you, Jason? Food artistry. Food artistry. I'd probably do still lifes of various foods. Bowls of fruit, maybe some bread in there. Would there be cheese involved? See, I thought about that, and no. I can't stare at a pile of cheese for 8 hours without eating some of it, and that would ruin the whole thing. Excellent point. We finally get to the cul-de-sac. All right, boys, good art. Good art. Agreed.
Hey.
See you guys around. Whether you want to or not, we're all neighbors, after all. I head inside to deal with my inevitable cheese over. Oh, God.
Welcome. Welcome. You've got dads.
I've got dads. The Earth says hello. Hello, Earth. Fuck you. Oh boy. You want to take a look at why I wasn't streaming yesterday? I'm fine. I'm doing just fine. 2 seconds. This thing. This gigantic thing that is almost completed. Yeah. It's a Super Star Destroyer. It is the Executor. It is Lord Vader's personal ship. It's probably gonna go on this shelf right here. Which will probably be just fine. I think. Because there's no more room in my kitchen, but I'm moving the Millennium Falcon. I have a stand for it now, so instead of it having to sit like flat, it'll actually go at an angle. So, anyway. Let's get back to Dad's. I think I'm going to take Brian out on another adventure. Dad tip 56. Go ask your mother. Hey, Daisy and I are going fishing tomorrow. Are you in or out? Oh no. I've been dreading this day. I accidentally boasted about my abilities as a fisherman to Brian. Now he's challenging me to another dad-off. I've been doing my fishing research online, but I'm nowhere close to being an expert still, though. I have to accept. I bought ice cream. I prevented Ernest from buying e-liquid. And then, you know, he got stopped by a cop, which Robert protected him from that. I went out with Hugo and was at the aquarium, and then I did the art walk with Damien, Hugo, and Joseph. And now I'm here. I type back to Brian. Sounds great, man. Super excited to catch all those fish. And my lawn could use another good mowing. Brian responds back, letting me know that tomorrow he'll pick us up at an hour I had previously forgotten existed. Man, that's gonna be a rough start. Amanda. Hugo is so hot. Amanda comes into the room from the kitchen, eating a cheese stick by biting it off piece by piece like some kind of monster. I didn't raise you like that. What? It's called string cheese and not chompy cheese for a reason, Amanda.
Ugh.
Did you just call me in here to criticize my controversial string cheese eating technique, or what? No, Amanda, we have to go fishing tomorrow. Well, you have to go fishing. I get to play with Brian's dog. How do I become a master of fishing overnight? You went fishing in the Girl Scouts, didn't you? Yes, we know. Nope, my stint in the Scouts was a brief and purely transactional. Thought I could get free cookies, but I didn't know that I had to, like, be outside and tie knots and stuff. But I have to beat Brian. Dad, let me tell you his story. Do you remember last summer how you applied for a job at that coffee shop across town? Give me a refresher. During the interview, you asked they asked me if I knew how to work an espresso machine, and I really wanted the job, so I lied and said yes. On that first morning, there was a line out the door, and within half an hour, I severely burned my hand, and they told me to go home and never come back. I still have a scar from that. Of course I remember. What does that have to do with fishing? The burn is a metaphor, Dad. I don't get it. You can lead a horse to water. What do horses have to do with fish and burns? Dad, please. I don't get your obsession with competing against Brian. You wouldn't understand. It's a dad thing. Please try to explain it to me. Okay, Brian's just... He just thinks that he's so much better than me, and he purposefully reminds me of that whenever he can. It's like he has to one-up me. I have to beat him at his own game. Is that what you think is happening here? No, Amanda. Okay. I know that's what's happening. Alright, Pops, we should both be getting some sleep. See you in the morning? Fine, shall we click on the right thing? Night, Panda. I brush my teeth and throw on some pajamas. I climb into bed, set my alarm, and close my eyes. Okay, sleep. I am wide awake. I can't help thinking about the last time I went fishing, hoping that there's something I could glean from it to give me an edge over Brian. I was about 9 years old. My dad woke me up one morning and told me to get dressed and meet him downstairs. It was still dark out. I had no idea what was going on, but before I knew it, we were both alone on the freezing cold lake. What am I guessing? I had to sit there for hours while I got hot and muggy, the air thick with bugs. I picked up mosquito bites while my dad sat in stony silence, fishing pole in one hand and beer in the other. We didn't catch anything. On a long drive home, my father bought me a pack of cigarettes and didn't say anything. That didn't help, and I think I have some repressed sadness about my father. I'll deal with that later. I'm sitting on a boat in the middle of a body of water. I can't see any land, but I know it's a lake. What happy thing? Food was had. No. You had food. You won $1,000. You got to pet a dog. It's your birthday. I don't know. What is it? What is the happy thing? The water is placid and still. I'm holding a fishing pole. I don't understand why, but it feels like my life depends on catching fish right now. I cast my lure into the water and wait. And wait. And wait. My whole being is filled with hopelessness as I watch the line disappear into the depths below. You used the wrong lure. I look up and see my father, just as he looked on that one cold morning, disapproving. I was really close with one of those guesses. Not the food one, though. Then I don't know. Those are all my guesses. You're going to have to tell me. Unless it's like you got engaged and or married, but I don't see that happening. Not right now. I'm not saying that it won't happen. I'm just saying that it's not happening. I'm panicking now. I pull the lure up and try to grab a different one, but all of the lures in my tackle box are exactly the same. I look at my father for guidance, but he's gone. I try casting again, but I can't hold my footing. My boat tips over and I fall into the water, sinking further and further. I see the multitudes of fish that had been lying just below the surface, all swimming around me as if to taunt me. One fish swims up to me. He has Brian's eyes. Gotta use a neutral buoyancy lure if you're trying to catch trout, buddy. I jolt awake at the sound of my alarm. It's fishing day. That would explain the weird dream. I groggily slip on clothes and get ready. I'm not getting married for forever. If at all. Eternal commitment scares me. So then tell me what the thing is. Tell me, please. I spot Amanda's door half open and see her curled up in a mountain of blankets. Walking over to her bed, I give her a tiny kiss on the forehead. Fishing day, kiddo. You ready? No. Well, you gotta get up. I can't do this without you. Also, stop sleeping in your clothes. Amanda pulls her comforter over her head. Never! Amanda, I'll get up in a minute. Alright, Brian should be here in 20, so you better not just go back to sleep. Amanda sticks her hand through the blanket to wave at me away. I leave her room and make myself some coffee and another cup with lots of cream and sugar for Amanda, whenever she gets up. Oh, you won money. 300? 300 is still good. How'd you win money? What'd you do? Who'd you rob? Did it fall off the back of a truck? Did you play the lottery? Amanda sticks her hand through the blanket to wave at me away. I leave her room and make myself some coffee. Oh, yep. Amanda eventually wanders in and chugs her coffee while I do a word jumble. I hear the doorbell ring. That must be Brian. Still rubbing her eyes, we walk outside to see Brian. He's decked out in fishing gear. Daisy's falling asleep next to him. Early bird gets the worm, buddy. You ready to fish? I was born ready. My eyes narrow in on Brian. It's a good day to die. You made a bet with a friend about something. I won today, so we paid up, and now I can finally get a working fridge. There you go. Get yourself a working fridge. That's fantastic. Was it a good bet? A fun bet? Usually, like, you hear about those bets where, like, some dude ends up wearing a dress, and it's like, that doesn't seem like too much of a punishment. Hop on in, guys. Let's get to this fishing party started. I walk over to the driver's side and open it. Oh. Brian's dog immediately hops into the driver's seat, wagging his tail furiously. Such a cute little doggo. Can I see your license, sir? Maxwell, let Jason sit. Maxwell obediently hops into the back to cuddle with Daisy. Amanda settles in next to Maxwell and Daisy and immediately falls asleep. Ready for adventure? I'm ready for glory. Yeah, involved music. Okay. Was it like if some sort of artist released or won an award? Like, what was the bet? I need the details. I struggle to stay awake as we drive to the outskirts of town. Country music plays quietly from the radio as I watch trees pass by. Country music, gross. So where exactly are we headed? It's about an hour north of here, a little spot I've been going to since I was a kid. My dad used to take me there all the time. I don't think anybody else knows about it. I brought everything we need so we can catch some trout, have a nice little fire, and enjoy the nature. My fishing pole is in the shop, getting it tuned up. Do you maybe have an extra I could borrow? But of course, it's probably not as nice as it sounds like yours is, though. Right. Stop clicking on things. Stop it. Stop it, Jason. I am digging a hole here. As I stare out at the forest lining the highway, the sun is just barely over the horizon, scattering a dusky pink light through the trees. For a split second, I spot a deer grazing on the side of the road before it leaps back into the bush. So, I'm on point with my guesses because your favorite girl group Red Velvet released an album today. He hates them, But they wouldn't hit #1 within the next couple weeks. They hit #1 within hours. I mean, that's pretty good. $300 on a bet like that. That's a pretty solid bet. Damn. I must play for chump change. After a nice quiet drive, Brian eventually tells me to pull off the highway and onto a dirt road. The car bumps along until we reach a clearing that opens up to a magnificent lake. Well, here we are. I step into the car and help Brian unload our gear as Maxwell runs around us barking. The kids wake up and wander to the shore where Daisy tries to teach Amanda how to skip rocks. Brian and I carry the tackle boxes and a cooler down to the edge of the lake, where he has a canoe waiting. Ah, great. It's still in one piece. Hold on. Help me out with Maxwell. I help Brian place a tiny dog-sized life vest onto Maxwell. Woof woof. In my defense, I said 20, but dudes really need you to suffer, so he said 300. Wow. Okay, yeah, 20 sounds reasonable, but making a $300 bet? That's insanity. He apparently didn't have the facts to back himself up. Alright, your turn. Brian hands me a lime green life vest. Maybe if I fall in, you'll save me. If I fall in, I'm counting on you to rescue me.
Shucks.
Suit yourself. Brian turns to Amanda and Daisy, who are still skipping rocks. You kids want to fish?
Aww.
I'm good with just throwing rocks into the water. Amanda hurls a rock into the pond with gusto. Yeah, take that, water. Amanda, you're supposed to be skipping them.
Whoa.
Is that what we're doing? Daisy, don't you want to fish? I think catching fish is kind of inhumane. It's because he hates them so much. They've been hitting #1 consistently in several countries for a couple of years now. Well, his hatred is your profit, so I guess everything worked out just fine then. We're gonna go explore the woods and look at bugs and stuff. Alright, be safe. Don't go too far. Brian puts a life vest around himself and we throw all of our equipment into the canoe. Maxwell happily jumps in and takes his place looking out over the front of the boat. I get in the canoe and as Brian shoves off, we paddle together to get ourselves in the middle of the lake. What country are they from? Most freshwater fish usually feed at dusk and dawn, which is why I had to get you up so early. So, I know what they're doing here, but it's really awkward to have, like, a standing picture in this angle in front of the boat. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I know, it's pretty common fisherman knowledge, after all. Fisherman knowledge that I am knowledgeable about. Still a gambling man. You know it. Let's see who can catch more fish. You can catch more than one? Sounds easy enough to me. What's on the line? Besides all the fish I'm going to catch, obviously. I was thinking something a little bit more high stakes than mowing the lawn. Custody of our children. More than that. Let's say if I win, I get your weed whacker. The Whackmaster 2000? That's a limited edition! South Korea, they are a K-pop group, although this album was an R&B album. Cool. I mean, I have never heard of them, but I don't know. I don't mind most K-pop. Some of the girl groups are actually pretty cool. But if you win, you get my pole saw, the Reach and Cut 3000. The cordless version? That's the one. Shit. The Reach and Cut 3000 is state-of-the-art. My weed whacker is a prized possession, but there are those hard-to-reach branches at the back of the yard that have been begging for a pruning. You're on. We shake on it. I suddenly remember that I don't know how to fish. My foolish fatherly pride will one day be my undoing. I watch as Brian ties a lure and does some stuff I can't quite follow with his fishing pole. He casts into the lake. Oh boy, now I have to do that. I stare down at the tackle box and at the pole in my hand. It's- Insult the fish. Put some bait in the hook. I fish a worm out of this styrofoam container Brian bought. It's slippery, but I think I can get it onto the hook if I just focus. Oh god, I'm bleeding. Oh god, the blood's everywhere. The worm is not on the hook. Need some help? No, I meant to do that. The blood attracts a fish. They can smell it up to a mile away, you know.
I don't know.
I think that's sharks. No, it's definitely fish. Now what? Perform the fish mating call. Tie or not or something. Because their company SM hates them. Which is funny because they are the top girl group in the country and they are voted best girl group by America in the past like decade. But Blackpink gets to be all up in my face with no singers and one dancer. I sense some drama in the K-pop world that I have no idea about. But I'll let you have it because it makes you happy, and that's perfectly fine. Tie a knot or something. I take my pole and tie an elaborate-looking knot to impress Brian. The classic hunter's bend. I learned that one in my youth. Yep, this one isn't coming apart anytime soon. With this knot, I will cast my heavenly line upon the unsuspecting water and deliver unto us a bountiful harvest. I look over to Brian. He doesn't seem to be paying attention. Let's cast this sucker. I pull my rod back and launch the lure as hard as I can.
Whoa!
And the lure flies off the line and sails far, far away, landing in the lake with a loud sploosh. Sorry, I judged the wind speed wrong. This cold air drives the pressure down.
Hey!
Go ahead and take my pole. I know it's hard switching to a new pole if you're used to. I'll fix up another lure. Brian hands me his pole with a smile, and I just sit there feeling like an idiot. No drama, I'm just being a little silly. If you ever want to get into K-pop, I got you. Skip right past all the little, like, silly cutesy stuff and get to the real meat. Oh, wait, is this like a puzzle game? Oh, I think I'm going to be really good at this if this is a puzzle game. Fishing around here is easy. They all group up. All you got to do is line up 3 of the same species and reel them in. You need to match 3 of the same species? I can't tell which fish is which.
Match that fish.
That's northern pike. That sort isn't great for eating due to its tough, scaly hide. Some fishermen hunt them with a bow and arrow since their sharp teeth easily cut through the fishing line. That's a bullhead catfish. They're bottom-dwelling invasive species, now found worldwide. They taste great fried.
Match of the day.
That's largemouth bass. Popular sport fish made infamous by this. No, I don't.
Nice match. Now you're fishing. Catch of the day. Rainbow trout. Nice match. Match of the day. Nice catch. Nice match.
The weird slapping is weird.
Catch of the day. Nice catch. Now you're fishing. Now you're fishing. Catch of the day. Nice catch. Nice catch.
Some of these fishes look way too similar.
Match of the day. Now you're fishing. Now you're fishing.
God damn it.
Nice match. Match of the day.
I can't tell the fish apart. Shit. I should have been better. Good work. I want to play that again. The only acceptable time in Nope. Wow, this is way tougher than I thought. I look over to Brian, who's smiling and obviously enjoying his time out here on the lake. I will crush him. Suddenly, the fishing pole jumps in my hand. I reflexively tug upwards. I think I got something big. The tip of the pole dips down repeatedly as the line starts to run. Reel it in! I finally get the fish right up next to the boat. It's a long, beautiful rainbow trout. Brian hands me a net. It's all yours. I lean down and notice that my hands are shaking with excitement. This fish is bigger than all of the ones Brian's caught. The pole saw is mine. All mine. The entire canoe tips over with me. The entire canoe tips over with me. I find myself sinking into the lake. I should have taken a life vest. Wait, why didn't I take the life vest? All of a sudden, I'm embraced under the water and pulled into Brian's arms. I'm finally dragged out upwards, sputtering water. All of our gear floats to the surface. Maxwell doggy paddles around us in circles, having a great time.
Okay.
You alright? Does that count as one? Well, seeing as all of our fish are now swimming safely back in the lake, I guess so. Brian laughs. Let's get you to shore. Brian and I flip the canoe back over and fill it with our now soaking wet gear. We row back to shore with Maxwell in tow. Once we get to the beach, Maxwell darts off into the woods. Brian takes off his shirt. Dots of lake water glisten in the sun across his strong back. Man, all that general contracting must have built that guy like an ox. I said contracting. I should have said contracting. I hope he doesn't notice me staring.
Oh.
I'm gonna get a fire going so we can dry off. Want to hand me yours? Yes, okay. I reluctantly take off my own shirt and toss it to Brian. I suddenly wish I had done more sit-ups in my life. Or any sit-ups at all. Really. Anything, another thing that you've bested me in, stupid sexy Brian. This scene is where you decided to stand Brian. Okay. The amount I wanted him to like have his way with me. You might as well fry that shirt up. Seems like it's the only lunch we'll have.
Hey.
The day's young, we can fish from the shore. Once Brian gets the fire going, I sit and try to dry off my pants. Brian sets a couple of lures out by the water's edge. We're probably going to have to put the kibosh on the competition for now. Until another day. My stomach growls. You hungry? Oh, I'm fine. Brian reaches into his cargo shorts and pulls out a few granola bars. I have a small child. I'm flushed with snacks. Brian joins me by the fire and I accept the cargo short granola. And now we're back to waiting. Where did the girls get off to? Shouldn't they be back by now?
Oh.
I wouldn't worry about it too much. They're a couple of smart kids. That's what I'm worried about. They're too smart. They've probably established a small rural government by this point and installed themselves as leaders. Take a look around at the sun cresting the tree line, casting the entire lake in a warm golden glow. The forest seems to be coming alive now. Birds chirp in the distance. Wow, nature is beautiful. A mosquito bites me. I slap my neck and curse. Nature sucks! Here you go, bud. Brian hands me a bottle of bug spray. I begrudgingly take it and douse myself. Ugh. I always hated how this stuff smells. Really? I've always kind of liked it. It reminds me of being outside. Maybe you and I have a different sentiment on the outdoors. Maxwell comes bounding up to me, a huge stick in his mouth. He drops it at my feet and looks at me expectantly. Throw the stick toward the woods, fake out throw, break the stick in half, and then assert your dominance. Throw the stick towards the woods. I hurl the stick as hard as I can towards the tree line. Maxwell bolts after it, running as fast as his stubby little legs can carry him. Which consequently is not very fast. It's very cute, though.
Hey.
Nice throw, Jason. I turn away so he can't see me blush. Oh my gosh. Maxwell brings the stick back to me, clearly proud of himself. Good boy, Maxwell. You're a very good and speedy boy. You're the world champ of fetch. It's time for the pets. What's the plan? Butt pats never fail. Scratch behind his ear. Rub that belly. Rub that belly. Maxwell rolls over and lets me rub his belly. He wiggles on the grass, clearly loving it.
Ah, shucks.
I feel like a bit of the third wheel here. Where's my belly rubs? Oh, gosh. I'm so flustered I can barely say anything. I just focus on petting Maxwell and hope Brian doesn't notice how much I'm sweating. When I'm playing with Maxwell, fish begin routinely pulling on Brian's lines. I watch Brian effortlessly fillet the fish, squeezing a bit of lemon on them and frying them up in a cast iron pan. Before we know it, we have a feast fit for a couple of shirtless dudes. A couple of shirtless dads. Amanda and Daisy emerge from the woods, looking totally unscathed. Whoa, Dad Bod Patrol. I'm gonna have to issue you both a citation and demand you both put on your shirts. There are children present. I just want you to know that this is accurate representation of gay panic. Gay panic. Oh my gosh. Brian tosses me my now dry shirt. I pull it over my head, thankful that I will no longer be distracted by Brian and his pecs. Where have you guys been? Studying entomology. What? You're playing with bugs. I expected you guys to be more covered in, like, mud and stuff. Daisy looks offended. What do you take me for, a child? Amanda puts a hand on Daisy's shoulder. Right. He's a dad. We take a seat around the fire and Brian serves us all generous piles of fish on paper plates. It's absolutely delicious. Why does he have to be good at everything? Fish tastes okay? Daisy and Amanda both nod furiously, mouths full of fish. It's incredible. I've never had fish this good. Yeah, it's great. Old Harding family recipe. Why are your pants wet? I mean, I could go fishing. It's not something that I would do every day. Nor would I do it very often. I don't know. I mean, it'd be fun in the right environment. Or with the correct people, I guess. Well, Amanda, we were out on the lake and then I accidentally tipped over that boat. Don't worry. All of the gear floated to the surface, so we didn't lose anything. Right, Jason? Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I can't believe he just covered for me. Gosh, he even out-humbles me. He's trying to beat me at everything, including my world-famous sense of humility. We finish our fish and end up playing catch with Maxwell a little while before we decide to head out. That's a very nice picture. After cleaning up the camp, we pack up the station wagon and let Maxwell into the back seat. The poor pup falls asleep in a cuddle puddle with Amanda and Daisy. They've had a long day. Been an ordeal today, bud. Let me drive you guys home. I want to prove that I'm the most awake dad on the block, but yeah, I'm beat. Fine. Would you hypothetically go fishing with your daughter, a mom, and her daughter? Yeah, I would do that. As we drive away, I take one last look at the lake disappearing behind us and smile. I rest my head against the window, and the low rumble of the dirt road beneath us lulls me into a peaceful sleep. Hey, sleepyhead. I open my eyes and realize that I had dozed off in the car. I self-consciously wipe a bit of drool off my chin. No, hey, I was resting my eyes. Just in case we were suddenly have to jump into any sort of conflict, so I'm super awake for it. You wonder if they'll make a dream daddy for moms? I don't think that they need to. I think this is perfectly fine. But if they do, I'm sure it'll be good too. Get ready to fight. With my strong arms. It's all good. You earned some rest, buddy. Thanks for coming out with us today. I had a lot of fun with you. Thanks for inviting us. I also had fun, actually. Glad to hear it. Take it easy, yeah? You too. Take it the easiest. Brian chuckles himself as he unloads the car. Man and I get inside and immediately collapse onto the couch. Long day. Yep. I was so close to that pole saw. Pole saw. Yeah, Brian and I were competing to see who could catch the most fish and... Ugh, stop. Why do you care so much? Panda, just look at that guy. He's so obviously got my number and he's rubbing in my face in it. Dad, I love you. But you're kind of dumb sometimes. Dumb or clearly the superior dad. You know what? I don't have any of the energy required to properly unpack your weird fixation with asserting your masculinity. I'm going to bed. Night. Amanda slides off the couch and face down onto the floor. I guess that's why she, like, she just, like, faded downwards. That's kind of funny. I am a tired slug. Amanda, the floor is disgusting. I don't care. Well, night, honey. Night, Pops. Date complete. Tape sports. Mandals? Hawaiian shirt, bear hug.
10 out of 10 if ever I've seen one.
10 out of 10. I think I got a lot of daddy points there. Oh, soft boy. 2 out of 3. Well, it's been a long day. I'm just about ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound. I can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? I knock gently on the room. I'm way better at this game than What were you expecting? You think that I'm going to sit here with all my weird, wonderful talents and not be good at dating dads? No. Why did you think that I wouldn't be good at this game? I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda. Crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds strange. She sniffles. Need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. You weren't expecting me to fail, but you were expecting me to trip up a little on the courtship aspect. I think it's my ability to read characters, possibly. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. Did something happen? No, nothing happened. Go away. Something must have happened. Amanda. Get out. Okay, okay. Quickly leave her room and shut the door behind me. Once the door closes, I can hear her crying again. Wow. What has her so upset? She seemed fine earlier. She's usually so open with me. Did I do something wrong? Is she mad at me? I guess if she wasn't before, she definitely is now. I can't even remember the last time she snapped at me like that. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. I guess you basically are a dad, though. You're chasing music and Legos. All you need is a kid and you'd be like the best dad at Target. Except I don't go to fucking Target. Target fucking sucks. Target can kiss my fucking ass. I don't like Target. Their stuff is cheap and, well, their stuff is expensive and is cheap. Like, it's garbage, dude. I'd rather buy stuff from Walmart than I would Target. The only thing that Target has over, like, Walmart is it has colors. Walmart's got blues, grays, and browns. Target actually sells colors. I don't know. I don't like Target. Anyway, enough ranting about Target. She drops a frozen waffle into the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yikes. So, anything big going on at school today? No? Okay. You need a ride to school? No? Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster lever and takes her still freezer burned waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. Oh, damn. That was a little bit loud in my ears. Oh, okay. I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things go back to normal soon. I sit back at the kitchen table and look at a picture of Amanda and I hanging on the wall. And I'm teaching her to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure, unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees, she would get up and try it again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. As I put the bike away, she just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her for ice cream, and it was like nothing even happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided that if I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse, but I have an idea. Start rummaging around for ingredients. I hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline to her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin? What? Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah, I want to say sorry about last night. Just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong, and if I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. Dad, so just whatever it is, and you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, just know that you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy. Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I was hoping I could speak a language we both understand. I pull a cake out of the refrigerator and place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting is set by now. Ta-da! Dad. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, that's so cute. It's strawberry. Manny gives me a big ol' hug. I grab some plates and forks and serve us up a delicious cake. So, it's really stupid. What is? This whole thing. It's all been really weird lately, and there's just... I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes?
Oh, no.
I guess I should start from the top. So, you know how Emma R. is going to that fancy art school in California, right? Emma R.? The best friend?
Yeah.
You got it? Wow, proud of you. Anyways, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? She's been spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P. I just thought it was all in my head for a while, but then I found out from Rosie M. that both of the Emmas, Grace and Noah, all went to a party at Mackenzie F's on the same night, and they told me that they were busy studying for the Calc AB final. Yikes.
Oh.
So, another important piece of information is, God, this is embarrassing. I have a crush on Noah. Oh, wait, I have to say this properly. I, have a crush on Noah. And, that's a thing. What? Whoa, I had no idea. I definitely didn't know that. Okay. You're a bad liar. So are you. I learned from the worst. Anyway, so the only person I told about the crush was Emma R., and she promised not to tell anybody. I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama, so I just kept quiet and keep quiet and keep going about my business. And a sighs. And then one day I invite everybody out to get nachos at the mall, and after not texting me back for like 2 hours, though none of them ever put their phones down for more than 60 seconds, they all say they're busy, like simultaneously. So I tell them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of chips and I really, really wanted nachos. Totally understandable.
Ugh.
So I go to the mall anyway, I get in the food court, and who do I see there but Grace, Emma P, Emma R, and Noah, all hanging out together and eating nachos without me. Sons of bitches. This is probably why she was gone, like, for a long time the other night. What? It gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R, which is kind of weird, right? But then they kiss! No. Yes, I know. So I storm over there, and I'm like, hey! Grace drops a nacho on her shirt because of course she does, and Emma R just, like, glares at me. Grace, nothing is coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the... boring one? Well, yeah, but that's not the important part. Grace is the one nobody really likes, or I guess that's me now. But anyway, no one will say anything, and I'm just like, you guys suck. Which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry and really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left without nachos, might I add, which only further contributed to this shitty day, and immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat asking them why they've been so weird. Of course I piece it together. I'm smart. I'm smarter than the average dad. But remember... Not a natural dad. And I wrote another one to Emma R. asking how long the Noah thing's been going on. And sorry, I know that's a lot. Are you still following? What did Emma R. say? Oh, okay. Get a load of this. Emma R. says, you know what? Let me just read it to you. Amanda pulls out her phone and reads, word for word, an arduously long string of text messages. Can you believe that? I cannot believe that. I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about. This is all beyond me, but I am trying my hardest to be supportive. They were dating in secret for like months. So I told her that she's being a really terrible friend, and she's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, then just stop being my friend. And I was like, okay. Then she left me on red. And then... Wait, left me on red? What's that? Oh, like, she saw my message and didn't reply. I know because there are red receipts. Yeah, exactly. Fuck them. I don't know what red receipts are, but I'm gonna nod and pretend I understand. Gotcha. So while all this is happening, I'm talking to Emma P about how mad I am, because she's at least being kind of reasonable, and I'm venting to her about how pissed I am about everybody and stuff. And then out of nowhere, Noah texts me and is like, how could you say that about me? And I'm like, say what about you? And he tells me that Emma P sent screenshots of everything I told her to the group chat that I got kicked out of. Alright. I think you lost me at screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad. There's so much more, but honestly, it's all just really stupid teenager stuff. Bottom line is that everybody dropped me. Half of my grade hates me. And now I have no friends. I feel that. I feel that a lot. And I'm so sorry. I almost expected it from everybody else, but Emma R's been there since Mom died. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. I'm not even that mad that she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long. Amanda stabs at the remnants of her cake. Okay, I take it back. I'm kind of mad she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everyone just suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. As mad as I am at everybody, like, I miss them, Dad. It's not stupid teenager stuff. Emma R and Emma P are bitches. Fuck Noah. Grace ain't even all that. Yeah, she's the boring one. Anna looks so dejected, I almost can't take it. What could I possibly say to help? Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. Wow. I know, it's pretty dumb. It's not dumb. No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over. Amanda, your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings. I guess so. I guess. Unless you've secretly been a robot who's been approximating human feelings this whole time. Dad, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck long ago. A long, long time ago. But seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. Real friends don't do that. When you get older, you start realizing the sort of people you want to associate yourself with. Do you really want to surround yourself with people who would do something like that to their friend? It takes a lot of work to find and maintain meaningful friendships. It took me a long time to figure that out myself, and I wish I had learned it sooner. If the other person isn't putting the effort in to show how much they care, it's not worth it. You're not beholden to being their friend. Ultimately, I think this says way more about their character than it does about yours. Because you're amazing, and they can't see that, well, that's their problem. I'll keep that in mind. I looked down at the table. Did we just eat that whole cake? Eat that cake! Yes, we did just eat that whole cake. Well, good talk. Amanda gets up, goes to her room. Before she closes the door, she turns around. Hey, Pops. Yeah?
Huh.
Thank you. You were always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
I love you too, Dad.
Oh. I like that girl.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Is this like Dad Amazon? Oh my god, it totally is. I saw the logo and I'm just like, hi, this is Steven from Dad Amazon. I'm out front with your delivery. Oh, okay. Yes, I'll be right down. Wait, no, sorry. Need to put pants on first. Why are you telling this to persons? I can't find my pants, but I'm wrapped from waist down in a duvet. Are you cool with that? I can come back tomorrow. No, no, no. Wait, I'll be right down. I found some sensible capris. Put on pants. Oh my god. Don't tell that to delivery people. You are an embarrassing dad. Oh, I got a package. Wonder what it is. Shouldn't you know what it is? Oh, I bet it's that package of socks I ordered. I open up the box and start pulling out the packing peanuts. Man, these socks reek. Okay, that's definitely not socks. It's butterflies? Oh boy, I almost don't even want to know what Amanda was planning on doing with these. Amanda, your box of dead butterflies is here. What's up? Are you sacrificing them? Yeah, all dads are embarrassing. That's the true dad competition. How to be the most embarrassing dad.
Yeah.
What? You ordered butterflies? You can order dead butterflies online? Wait, so these aren't yours? No, but I'm definitely ordering some right now. Okay, love you. Took a look at the box again. Oh, this is addressed to Damien's house. I don't really... bring the box to Damien. I should take it over to him. They're forcing... Well, they're not really forcing me to. I could have just given the box to friggin' Amanda. I jog over to Damien's house with the box. I pull back his door knocker, but suddenly the door opens. Mr. Dad, to what do I owe the pleasure? Oh, how did you know I was about to knock? I don't know. Plot. Okay, anyways. I think this got delivered to my house by mistake. I hand him the box and his face lights up. Yes, I like Brian. Brian's nice.
Huh.
What a wonderful surprise. I was just about to send a strongly worded letter to the courier services about this. Many thanks. I'm not surprised, but what are you going to do with those butterflies?
Oh,
Would you like to see? Alarm bells ring in my head. This is how you die, chasing Dad. Now I know why he calls me Mr. Dad. I forgot that my last name was Dad. Oh god. Why do I find that funnier than like anything? Mr. Dad. Oh god. Okay. Damien leads me into his study, where he set up some sort of workstation. Above his desk is a wall of pinned butterflies, moths, and beetles. Oh, wow. That is since you are a real dad, yeah. That's really something, Damien. I'm quite proud of my little collection. You do all this by yourself?
oh,
Of course. I find it rather relaxing. How do you...
Oh.
It's simple. Here, let me show you. These aren't quite ready yet. They'll need to be rehydrated overnight so they're easier to work with. I have some over here that are ready to pin. Damien takes his seat at his desk while I hover behind him. He picks up a little triangular paper package and snips off the edges. He pulls out an all-black butterfly and shows it to me. I'm rather excited about this one. It's a turquoise swallowtail. He gently opens the wings, spreading the butterfly out on the table. The back of the wings are gorgeous, iridescent green color. Oh, and the pigment on this one is so nice too, always. Pinning a butterfly is actually very simple. It just requires a delicate touch. First, I'll put a pin in through the thorax. Damien slides a pin through the middle of the butterfly and places the butterfly on a piece of styrofoam. He carefully arranges the antennae with forceps and begins placing paper and more pins on and around it. He does this so effortlessly that it's almost hypnotic. I have a frame here that I think this one will look quite pretty in, but I'll need to let it sit for a couple of days until it's ready. And then what? I remove all of the pins and put it on display with the others. I take a closer look at Damien's collection. One with bright blue wings keeps drawing my eyes. This one's so pretty. Damien takes it off the wall. Ah, yes, that's a blue morpho. One of my favorites too. He hands the small frame to me. Here, I think this would look lovely in your home. Oh, I couldn't take this. I insist, believe me, I have more than enough. Thank you. If you ever have an interest in pinning some insects yourself, you know where to find me. I think I'll leave that up to you. I feel like I'd probably break them in half with my butterfingers. Nonsense. You have beautiful, steady hands. You would make a fine taxidermist. Am I blushing? No, I am not. Damien walks me to the door and gives me a warm smile as I leave. Do take care of yourself, Jason. Thanks for allowing me to share my odd little hobby with you. I am not blushing at that, Dad. Well, I think I'm just going to push this along, and let's message Brian again. You know what they say about third dates? They get pretty serious. You might not have time to browse Dad Book for a while. Are you ready? I spent the day lounging around in the house in my bathrobes and slippers. In my bathrobe and slippers. You don't wear multiple bathrobes unless you're a weirdo. Committed to enjoying my day off as a testament to dad laziness around the world. Third coffee of the day, and I'm doing my second word jumble and pen. Man, this is the life. Maybe another time. Hey, this one spells door. You're still taking me to the fair later, right? There's a fair.
Ugh.
Dad, it's literally around the corner from us. It's not ringing a bell. I came home yesterday with cotton candy. Nope, nothing.
Ugh.
I gave you a teddy bear that I won, specifically stating where and when I got it. Seriously? Amanda walks to the windowsill and slides the drapes open. There's a big Ferris wheel in the distance. Oh, right. That one. I thought you meant another carnival. You're coming with me tonight, right? Gosh, honey, I don't know. I've got all this. I look down at the mug of coffee and word jumble in my hands. Pressing business I need to attend to. Amanda points to my word jumble. Park, dog, clock, cereal. Ooh, she's good. I knew that. I totally knew that. The secret word that they all spell out is pool. Hey, you're pretty good at this. Now you don't have an excuse. You're coming with me. Amanda pushes me into my bedroom and forces me to change out of my bathrobe. Wear something nice. I want some arm candy tonight. Got it. And no flip-flops. Not after last time. We don't talk about last time. Amanda and I step outside and follow the faint sound of carnival music. So what's the first thing you're going to do at the fair? Eat greasy food, like deep fry everything and put it in my mouth? I don't care if it isn't tasty to start. I believe that deep frying process can transmutate any non-tasty thing into a tasty thing. Please don't throw up this time. I know my limits. You said that last time. Yeah, arm candy. I was still calibrating. I'm dialed in now. You'll ride the rides with me, right? If you're looking for someone to ride scary rides with, that's a straight veto from the dad constituency. However, I'm happy to stand at the fence and take blurry pictures of you riding the rides, as per dad custom. Define scary rides. Anything that moves. Well, you're no fun. Huh. Maybe I'll find someone at the carnival who'll go with me. Wouldn't that be a surprise? Yeah, maybe one of your friends from school will be there, like, who's that one with the eyebrows? Teresa? She's got mono. What about the one who vapes? Alex got suspended for vaping in the school bathroom. Well, I hear carnival rides are fun as a solo rider. But then I'll have no one to puke on. Or will I? What? Hey, look, we're here. I sense a trap. The carnival is packed with people from all over town tonight. Screaming kids running around with cotton candy and buckets of soda clutched in their grubby fists. Colorful lights flash all around us, and I feel like just smelling the air will clog my arteries. Hey, let's go over to these greasy food carts first. Amanda leads me by the hand in what seems like a very specific direction. Yep, definitely sensed a trap. I know my favorite one is around here somewhere. Wait a second. Is that Brian? Wow, look who it is! Sure enough, it's Brian and his daughter Daisy. Brian has the same confused look on his face that I'm sure I have. I didn't know you could sense traps. Usually you gotta wait until the 4th episode of the anime for that. No, I'm very good at sensing traps. One of my special techniques, my special powers, is that I am very good at reading a story. I'm very good at reading characters. I'm very good at learning the plot before the plot happens. I don't know. This is my special trait. Usually it's very hard to surprise me with anything. So. Which is kind of a bummer sometimes, but I can usually just let it slide. What a coincidence that we all happen to be here at the same time, in the same exact place. Wow, this is so weird. Can you believe we just happened to come to the carnival on the same night at the same time? Yes, Daisy, this is so strange. How bizarre. Brian. Jason. I can feel my competitive fire burning inside me again. Last we met, Brian had made a fool of me by besting me at fishing, and then out-humbling me in front of my very own daughter. I still want that pulse off. There's plenty of midway games here.
Alright.
It does apply to people, yes. How about we hang out as a team and explore the carnival together? Yes, Amanda, that sounds like an amazing idea. Let's all go do stuff together. Amanda and I follow Brian and Daisy as they lead us towards some rides. I can't believe Brian's here. Dad, you need to relax. Daisy and I have been spending a lot of time together. She helps me with my algebra homework that I've been corrupting her young soul with rock and roll music. She's really cool, but you and Brian won't stop complaining about each other. Oh, he's complaining about me? No, Dad, that's not what I meant. If you and Brian would just talk to each other, maybe you would see that you have a lot in common. See, now I gotta turn it up to 11. Brian's getting obliterated. Dad, you have to chill. Please chill for my sake. I'm chill. I'm so chill. I'm like stupidly chill. And once I prove once and for all that I'm clearly the better dad, I'll be so chill you could call me liquid nitrogen. I will destroy him. Dad, I spot the entrance to the midway. A perfect opportunity. Am I gonna have like a whole bunch of mini games? Hey Brian, check it out. Wanna get a couple games in? That sounds fun. Maybe a little friendly competition. No, we wanted to check out some clowns over there. Amanda, you're scared of clowns. Overruled. Fine, sure, let's play some games. But if we spend the whole night in there, I'm filing for emancipation. Oh, lighten up. I'll win you something nice. And I'll win you something nice too, Daisy. I'll win more nice things than Brian. I'd like to see you try. Brian and I glare at each other. Oh, God. We've been at it longer than I'd like to admit. Amanda and Daisy sigh heavily. At each new game, Brian and I challenge each other too. Their arms overburdened with stuffed animals and t-shirts and with rainbows airbrushed onto them. For every game I win, Brian seems to answer back. Dad, please, enough. Just one last game, honey.
Hey.
So, Jason, we're tied. What's the ultimate prize? I spot it from across the midway. We lock eyes. It swims absent-mindedly in a bowl of water. That goldfish will be mine. Amanda, sweetie, how about I win you a goldfish? If it'll get us out of here, great. I look over at Brian. We don't say a word, but our locked eyes confirm the person who wins the goldfish wins the night.
Hey.
Looks like it's skee ball. You any good? I am the best skee ball player to ever grace this earth. Think you can handle me?
Hey.
Still willing to put up your weed whacker? Only if you're willing to part with that pole saw. Lawn grooming equipment goes to the skee ball champ? We share an earnest shake.
Ski that ball.
Ski that ball! That's not what I wanted. Damn it. Skills! The bell sounds and lights flash. I feel like things are moving in slow motion. The guy running the booth points at me. I turn to look at Brian and his face is priceless. I don't actually have a favorite carnival game. It's been forever since I've been to one. I'd like to go to a carnival. That'd be fun. The attendant reaches up and dumps the goldfish into a plastic baggie. My hands shake as he passes it over to me. I've done it. I've finally done it. The fish is mine. The pole saw is mine. Victory is mine. I have bested Brian.
Oh.
You won fair and square. I hold the goldfish above my head, brandishing it aloft for the world to see. I couldn't have done it without Amanda. You know, you take your W's where you can get your W's. But I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for the love and support of my dear daughter, Amanda.
Aww.
Dad, I do it all for you, kiddo. Oh my God, shut up. Dad, I enter the fish. May this fish represent our unbreakable bond. Amanda, what would you like to name your new friend? How about Brian? Betrayed by my own flesh and blood. I am devastated.
Yes.
Who wants to check out the Ferris wheel? Yeah, and I want to ride the Ferris wheel.
Ah.
Of course. I'll hang out and watch you guys. Still not a fan of carnival rides.
Hey.
I'd be happy to ride some rides with you kids. I'm just kidding. I love carnival rides. I'm the best at them. Oh my God. We traverse the fair and end up at the relatively short line for the Ferris wheel. It doesn't seem like a very popular ride. Daisy and Amanda chat excitedly. I can feel Brian glaring at me. So how'd you do on the trig final? Way better than I thought I would. Those cosine problems still tripped me up, so I drew a cat instead of answering the questions, and my teacher gave me a point for effort. Oscar, stop, please. There's not enough room for where you're freaking trying to go. Wow, and is high school really that easy? Absolutely yes. The School of Hard Knocks, though, that's another story. Amanda playfully punches Daisy on the arm. Welcome to the streets, kid. You gotta check out that art book I gave you. Oh, you check out that art book I gave you? Yeah, I love that section on female photographers. You have good taste. The kitties are just fine. Annoying as ever. I was feeding them one morning, and in the time that it took me to scoop a freaking scoop and put it in their bowl, the container I had it sitting on the counter, and I guess it was like way too close to the edge, and it like toppled over the side. I dumped like 3/4 of the entire container on the ground. I'm just like, oh, fucking shit, man. Didn't expect to have to buy more cat food so soon. You know, I bet your photos will be in a book someday. Daisy, stop or I'll cry. They're too cute. Next, Amanda pushes me forward. Yes. You first. I sit down in the carriage. And now you! Oscar, apparently some idiot on the internet loves you. He doesn't know what kind of idiot you actually are. He doesn't know how bad you are. But he loves you dearly, I guess. You're not an idiot. I just couldn't be bothered. It wasn't that much food. It was just, I don't know. I didn't want to feed my cats floor food. I'm not that kind of dad. Brian pushes Brian. Daisy pushes. Brian pushes Brian into the Brian next to Brian. Before I can Brian, the Brian closes the Brian. Daisy pushes Brian into the carriage next to me. Before I can say anything, the ride operator closes the gates. Now wait just a second. We're gonna get some deep fried pickles. You two take this time to work out your differences.
Whoa!
Hold on. Get along. Amanda and Daisy run off through the crowd. The ride starts moving. I sit in the Ferris wheel with my arms crossed, not talking to Brian. I will not talk to this dad. I don't even know what Amanda's talking about. Neither do I. Our carriage creeps slowly upwards. The Ferris wheels are boring. How much have you played this game overall? I've only tried to romance one guy so far. This is actually my first playthrough. I'm guessing this is probably going to be the first person that I romance. This ride go any slower? Oh, is it too fast for you? That's not what I meant. Oh god, I see that. How could this get any worse? Suddenly the ride jerks to a halt with us at the very top of the wheel. I can hear the faint yell of the ride operator down below. Sorry folks, ride's stuck. Guess a raccoon must have stolen my key component to the motor. They're very crafty animals and are frequently attracted to shiny objects, so it makes sense that they would pilfer something like that. Anyway, it'll be some time before we can get y'all down. Settle in and get cozy. Well, and hey, no hand stuff while no hand stuff while you're up there. Well, and no mouth stuff either. Well, this is just great. I look down over the expanse of the carnival. I hate to admit it, but it's a pretty good view. I spot someone down at the food cart melting cheese onto a pile of steaming steak and peppers. Oh man, I'm so hungry. Why didn't we get funnel cake first? You're right, this is the third date. This is the date. The date. Time for hand stuff and mouth stuff. My stomach rumbles. Oh, I know that sound. Wristies. Oh my god, god damn. Brian reaches into his cargo shorts and pulls out some fruit leather. Offering it to me. Because he's flush with snacks, because he's a dad. Cherry or mango? I don't want your stupid fruit leather. Brian opens one and starts eating it. Fine. My stomach growls again. God damn it, why didn't I take the fruit leather? We sit in silence as the crowd begins to form under us. a group of carnival workers attempts to restart the engine. I suddenly remember that I have a tiny book of world jumbles and a golf pencil in my pocket. I pull them out and start working on a fresh page, determined not to look at Brian. Hey, I always bring a puzzle book with me too. Brian pulls out a small book of crossword puzzles and a pen. Are you kidding me? I throw my book of word jumbles off the side of the wheel. Oh, here. I want to try to emulate as much of stuff. Just... because I can. I throw my book of word jumbles off the side of the Ferris wheel in a fit of rage. God damn it. Oh, I bet we could find it when we get off this thing. I wish I could read the things in the proper, like, phrasing. Here, you can do my crosswords. Brian holds his book and pen out to me with a smile. Absolutely not.
Oh.
That's right, for drama. Dramatic effect. I gotta make it good. Although, I don't know if I have all the right props. Why do you hate me so much? Hate you? Why do you think you're better than me? What? I don't think I'm better than you. Oh, okay, so you were just offering me fruit snacks and crosswords out of the kindness of your heart? Yes. A likely story. All you do is brag about your smart kid and your landscaping and your stupid weed whacker. I'm sick of it. You want to date a guy like Brian? I'm sure he would make you very happy. All you do is one-up me every chance you get. The only thing I wouldn't win is a one-upping other people competition, because you would win that, because that's what you do. I don't do it on purpose. Wait, what? You're messing with me, right? No. But I don't think I'm better than you at all. You and your daughter are amazing. I thought we were competing just for fun at first, but the more we started doing it, the more it felt like you must hate me. And the more we did it, the more I wanted to impress you. There were times when I did want to beat you, Jason, but all I wanted was for you to like me. Oh my god, I feel like such an ass. Be an asshole. Oh my god, why is that even an option? Be honest with Brian. I let my competitive spirit get in the way. Actually, no, I let my own insecurities get in the way, and I've been a huge dick to you for no reason. I'm sorry. Brian, Hugo, and Craig would make me very happy. Damien would make me, like, good friends with benefits. I'd be okay friends with Robert. I'd beat Joseph up in an alley. Like, Joseph, get the fuck away from me. Telling you the truth, I think we could be really good friends if I could ever make it up to you. I respect you a lot. We sit in silence for a second. Can we start over? What do you mean? From the beginning. Brian holds out his hand. Hi, I'm Brian. I take his hand and shake it vigorously. Hey, that's hand stuff up there. Hey, Brian, I'm Jason. It's really nice to meet you. Great shirt. Thanks, Jason. Brian and I look at each other. We both share a smirk over this silly little game. But it feels good to be on the same side for once. Alright, folks, thanks for being patient. Turns out the raccoon didn't steal a part, but it was instead still rummaging around in the inner workings of the engine. We formed a wary yet mutually beneficial truce. What the hell? Are they making freaking pacts with the raccoons? The carriage starts moving and we find ourselves down on dry land in no time. Brian and I wander around for a bit looking for Daisy and Amanda. You know, getting stuck on that Ferris wheel could have been a lot worse. I'm glad we worked things out. Me too, buddy. Excuse me. Now that that's over with, we can both get home to quietly enjoy our evenings. Agreed. Dad! Amanda and Daisy run up to us. Thank you, kids will be pleased to find out that Brian and I have worked out our different... Dad, that's great and all, but Brian's in trouble. But Brian is right... The fish Brian. What?
Hey.
Daisy and I got up on the log flume and we were going down the hill. Brian just flew right out of the bag, right out of the log, and now he's hanging from some pipe on the ride. We have to save him. But Brian's right. The fish. Brian the fish. Oh, right. Come on. We sprint over to the log flume, spotting Brian. The fish stuck up on the rafters of the ride. We'll get you down, little buddy. We have to get Brian before the fair closes, or who knows what'll happen to him. But the fair closes in 10 minutes! I guess we'll need to hustle then. What's the plan? Well, one ride around the track lasts 90 seconds. Brian's hanging from a pipe right above the drop, so you'll have a window of about 10 seconds to grab him. Wow, did you just do all that math in your head? That's really impressive. I just counted. It's not that I'm so proud of you, honey. Okay. That rafter is pretty high up. How are we going to reach him? We all think for a second. I got it. Brian runs over to the midway, to the last game that we played, and snags the pole from the game attendant that they used to grab stuffed animals. I think this'll do the trick. Amanda presses 2 ticket stubs into my hand. Here! These are our last 2 tickets. Brian's fate is your hands now. There's no time. Come on! Brian leads me by the hand to the entrance of the log flume, getting there just in the nick of time. Looks like you guys are the last ones. We take our seats on the slippery vinyl. The ride operator pulls the bar down over our laps. You ready for this? The log starts drifting down the fake river. Unfortunately, blue water sloshes over the sides, soaking my shoes. This is gross. You know how earlier I said that I was the best at carnival rides? The ride jerks forward and I let out a small yelp. That might have been an embellishment. Our rickety log makes the slow climb up the track for most of the grueling minute of my life.
Whoa!
I see him! Hanging from the rafters just before the drop is our beloved Brian the fish, not the guy. Are you ready? I don't think I can reach it from where I'm sitting. It's all you, buddy. Brian presses the fishing pole into my hand. Oh god, I don't know if I can do this. Hey, I believe in you. I gulp. Is this a minigame? I can do this! I hope I can do this. Match that fish.
Now you're fishing.
With a precision only attainable from playing midway games at a competitive level, I hook the baggie that contains Brian the fish and place it onto my lap. I did it! I grasp the bag firmly. He'll be nice and safe during the drop! Oh god, the drop. I momentarily forget that there was a drop. It's a big drop. Oh, it's coming up real fast. Oh man, it's a big drop. So when I told you that I had sort of over-exaggerated my proficiency of carnival rides, it turns out that I had under-exaggerated just how bad I am with them. I am utterly and completely terrified of carnival rides. Brian looks over to me and takes my hand in his.
Hey!
I'm right here. We can do this. Gives my hand a squeeze as our luck tips over the edge and flies down the drop. Ah! Sploosh! A wall of water rains down on us. I realize I had my eyes squeezed shut and open them to find Brian still holding my hand. He smiles at me. That wasn't so bad.
Ah!
Told you we would make it. Brian and I walk off the ride and approach Daisy and Amanda. I hand the baggie to Amanda. Brian!
Whoa!
Hey. No, the fish.
Ah!
I mean, hey, thanks for saving the fish. Don't thank me, that was all your dad. Oh, shucks. Oh, shucks, big sir. It was a team effort. Yeah, you used all your special skills to get him back. Brian got the pole, Daisy did the math, and you got the fish. I didn't get to do anything cool. Well, honey, I'm sure you... Hey, what are you guys doing up there? That was totally dangerous. Amanda steps in front of all of us and plants her feet. Listen, dude, it might have been totally dangerous, but I'll have you know that we triumphed over more than just your silly rules today. We overcame adversity through teamwork and friendship and love. We banded together to achieve a common goal, and here we stand, stronger than the sum of our parts, and for you, too. I actually don't care. Fair's closing. Just get out of here. The ride operator wanders off. You really are a sparkling conversationalist. We join the crowd of fairgoers slowly ambling to the back of the park.
Ah!
You kids want to stick around for the fireworks? Ugh, do we have to? I have never seen a child less enthusiastic about fireworks. Yeah, can we just go home? We've been hauling all these prizes around for hours, and my back is killing me. That's right, because we won them a whole bunch of like stupid shit. You kids run on ahead. We'll catch up with you later tonight. Madden and Daisy skip along. We'll probably find them curled up on my couch and watching long haul paranormal ice road truckers. Ice road ghost truckers. Can't forget that word. Brian and I sit down on a bench a little further away from the rest of the crowd, who've all gathered to catch the fireworks. Your back is killing you because you carry the game, Amanda.
Hey.
Hell of a day, huh? You can say that again.
Ah.
Hell of a day, huh? Oh my god. Fucking dads. This is the one time I will let you out-dad me.
Hey.
I'll take it. I breathe in the cool air, night air as the first firework launches and explodes in the sky over the fair. I'm glad we talked about all that stuff. Me too. It's good to have a friend like you, Brian. Yeah, dad jokes, dad jokes, dad jokes! The fireworks launch into full swing, bursting around us in a rainbow of reds, greens, blues, and whites. There's one more thing I have to admit, though.
I don't know.
What's that? I don't know anything about fishing. Brian bursts out laughing.
Ah.
Oh, buddy.
Oh.
I know. What? You knew the whole time.
Hey.
I mean, you weren't exactly subtle about it. I can feel myself blushing. He laughs again.
Hey.
It's okay, it was cute. You were interested, maybe I could teach you. If you're interested, maybe I could teach you sometime. That's what friends do, right? The laughter dies down and we watch the fireworks a little longer. I can tell he wants to say something, but he's having trouble getting it out. You know, it's kind of funny. What is?
Ah.
We're not fighting anymore, but I
Hey.
still feel like we've left some stuff unresolved. Oh, lawn mowing is still happening. We're cool now, but don't think I forgot about that. Brian laughs. No, it's not that. Don't you feel like there's maybe something else here? Or is it just me? Looking at Brian, his smile illuminated by the crackling embers falling through the night sky, I suddenly understand what he's talking about. Oh. This whole time, with emotions running so high, I realized that what I've been really feeling. What I thought was jealousy was actually... It's not just you. Brian inches towards me.
Hey.
You know, it's hard paying attention to the fireworks when you're right here. He and I lean in and our lips touch. He places one hand on my shoulder, then another at the base of my neck, gently pulling me closer to him in a warm embrace. I feel safe. Yes. Brian pulls away from me for a moment and smiles. I guess now we get to compete over who's better at kissing. Brian stifles a laugh and pulls me in for another. I'll accept that challenge. Kiss that dad! Sure enough, when I get home, Amanda and Daisy are passed out on the sofa, surrounded by giant stuffed animals. Amanda's snoring drowns out the paranormal ice road truckers still playing on TV. I turn everything off and throw a couple of blankets over the kids before heading to bed myself. Shave with the grain. Deep complete.
Not bad.
Rank B. Rank B. Oh. God, I wish men like Brian existed. Oh, I'm sure they do. Soft boy. That was all very cute. Let's see what happens next. Whew, I think I have finally set. Let's just start that over again. I know how to talk. Whew, I think I have everything finally set up. Amanda should be here any minute now. I think that's her car in the driveway. Okay, gotta act natural. Oh, they do. They're just assholes. I dated one once. And turns out he was cheating on his wife. Oh, gross. Gross. Be cool, Jason. Be cool. Amanda walks through the door with a suspicious look on her face. Hey, Dad. Off to a good start. Something fishy? Rats. You asked too many questions. Who do you think you are? My daughter? For literally my entire life. Yes. I'm kidding. You're right. I have a little surprise for you.
Ugh.
Yeah, I can tell. You're very bad at lying. Amanda, my dear, would you care to join me in the kitchen? Father would fill my heart with glee. I lead Amanda over to the kitchen table where a present lies. I was gonna say where I present lies. That's a different sentence. Where a present lies covered underneath a tablecloth. It's nothing special, but I wanted to get you a little something. You graduated high school last week, and I know you told me not to make a big deal about it, but... Yes, a kingdom of lies. Oh, Dad, you... I dramatically whip the cloth off the table. Amanda's jaw drops.
Yeah.
No way! I figure you probably won't be able to get cable in the dorm, so I thought it might be nice to take a piece of home with you. A DVD box set of Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers? This is all 19 seasons! My god, that title to that show could not be any fucking longer. And bonus material, including commentary with actual ghosts featured on the show!
Ah.
Dad, I love this. Thank you. He gives me a big hug. I'm glad you like it. Hey, you want to hang out with me in the backyard for a bit? Toss the old pigskin or something? Totally. What's so sad is that this isn't far off from Supernatural. Totally. I follow Amanda to the back door. Look, it's Dad's! What? You told me not to make a big deal, but you seem to have forgotten that my entire mission in life is to make a big deal out of your accomplishments. So consider this your graduation party. Surprise! Dad, everyone's here! Well, yeah, everyone wanted to come and support you.
Right.
Is that a mac and cheese bar? Sure is, fully customizable down to the type of mac. And there's an ice cream cake, the good kind with the crunchies in the middle.
Hey.
I don't know what to say. Don't say anything, just have fun with your pals, alright? I'm so proud of you, Amanda. Amanda smiles and runs to her friends. I should make the rounds to make sure everyone's having a good time. But first, mac and cheese. Get that mac. Hey, bro. Bro! This is a real rager. Take your older age into consideration. I'm trying to be in bed at a reasonable hour tonight. Don't let me get too wild.
Hey.
Don't worry, dude. I'll keep an eye on your fruit punch intake. You know, I'm really glad we're bros again. Let's hit the gym sometime soon, huh? Sure thing, dude. Blair and Hazel peek out behind Craig. Oh, his kids aren't. They're pretty cute. Look at them. Cute kids. Dad, those kids. Hi, little ones. Hello. Hiya. Thank you for all that ice cream cake. Wait, girls, how much of that did you eat? Briar ate 4 pieces. Ask any witness. No, I didn't. Hazel ate 4 pieces and wants to pin it on me because we look alike. I have your face. Nobody will ever believe you. Oh boy. I'll let you guys figure this out. Good seeing you, Craig. Let's hang soon, yeah? Totally. Tell Amanda congrats for us. Looks like you settled into this neighborhood quite nicely. Get away from me, demon man. Oh, God. Yep, you couldn't ask for a better cul-de-sac. Yeah, well, I'm glad. Hopefully we'll see you more at church events. Nope. We got a big schedule planned for the rest of the year. Parish and his parish. Sure thing, Joseph. And maybe if you aren't doing anything later, we could hang it. No! Hugo comes up to me with a plate of mac and cheese.
Ah,
The perfect cheddar to mac ratio. Beautiful work, Jason. Thanks, Hugo. You know, I'm really pleased to see Amanda going to her dream school. I'm glad she turned it around for finals. Me too. That scholarship money will really help. He's just, I don't know, he's creepy. He's got a wife that's also kind of creepy. His kids are creepy. Plus Jesus and all that shit. Oh, God. But I don't know anything more than that. That scholarship money will really help. Amanda walks by and pretends not to see Hugo. Amanda, come say hi to your old teacher.
Huh.
She's hard-pressed. Hey! Congratulations on graduating. I know you're going to do great things at art school.
Pew.
Pew pew! Yeah, thanks. Amanda starts to back away. Wait, I just realized that you're not my teacher anymore, so I don't have to be afraid of talking to you. You no longer hold power over me. You're right. Go forth, adult. I can no longer give you detention. Yeah, I'm gonna break anything I want. There's nothing you can do about it. Are you still mad about the time I gave you the detention for breaking my globe? Nope.
Oh!
And I'll have you know that the globe didn't even fit through the basketball hoop in the first place, so she'll fit into college just fine. Hey. Hey. Robert gestures vaguely to the snack table. Good stuff. Yep. See you later.
Oh.
Well. Hey, man. Matt. Let me know when Amanda leaves for college. I'll have a fresh batch of right said banana bread ready for her. Thank you. I know she'll love that. What a splendid garden party. My deepest thanks for extending an invitation to my son and I. This icebox cake is divine. You don't like Robert that much, but he has the saddest route. I bet. Yeah, thanks, dude. Good cake. Thanks for coming by. I see Daisy and Amanda in a corner of the party and walk up to them. I swear, if you two are planning another parent trap, relax, Dad. We've already won the game. We're just having friendly chat. Tell me more about college. Slow down, kiddo. You're not even middle school yet. But I want to go to class in my PJs now. I mean, nothing's stopping you. But Daisy, I hear you. I know you're stoked on college and skipping grades and taking over the world with science, but you gotta enjoy being a kid first. Growing up is weird and scary, and eventually you'll be able to rent a car, but you gotta get through the middle school in one piece first. Now how you wish you were going to college, I wish I was in 5th grade. I want recess and snack time back. Cherish it while it lasts, girl. You got a big future ahead of you, but I don't want you growing up too fast on us, alright? Alright. Thanks, Amanda. I ease slowly away. Amanda seems like she has a handle on this situation. As the party starts to wind down, I take a seat on our back porch. The sun is setting, and everyone seems to have eaten their fill. Amanda wanders over and sits down next to me. Killer party, Pops. Yeah, no, it's cute. I like it a lot. I think that's honestly like one of the reasons why I picked him, because I just thought it was cute that they got along together so well. What can I say? I was inspired. So, I also have something for you.
Ah.
For me? Why? Not to be completely genuine about my feelings for once or anything, but growing up wasn't easy. But it could have been a lot harder if it wasn't for you. Dad, you've been there for me through everything. There's been times in my life where you were my only friend. I was really scared of going to college and being so far away from you, but I realized that everything you've done for me has been to prepare me for this, and I'm ready. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. Don't cry, don't cry. I swear to God, Jason, if you cry again... You're the best, Dad. I love you. And I'm crying. Anyway, that was enough emotional vulnerability for one day. Present time. Amanda hands me a tiny wrap package. I tear the wrapping off to find a framed picture of me and Amanda. It's us. Kinda shocking. All of our photo albums are just pictures of me, huh? I figured we need at least one together before I leave. Amanda, thank you. Watching you grow up has been the happiest experience of my life. You're such a talented, intelligent young woman, and I'm so excited to see what the future holds for you. Knock 'em dead, kid.
Nah.
Always do. Amanda and I share a hug. This is only the beginning, Pops. Plenty more memories for us down the road. Memories to make and stuff to break, right?
Ugh.
World's best dad. Oh, I'm gonna break so much stuff. Intentionally and unintentionally. You're probably gonna have to pay for most of it. It would be my honor. Amanda hops up. Looks like someone's been waiting to talk to you. I glance over to the back of the yard, where Brian is sitting on a bench beneath our cherry blossom tree. He smiles at me.
Ah.
I'll leave you to it. Me and the Emmas are gonna go get ice cream.
Pew.
Love you, Pops. Wait, she's friends again with the Emmas? That doesn't seem right. Oh well. Plot. Amanda runs off to join her friends. I take a seat next to Brian as the last of the guests make their way out of the party.
Ah.
Nice job. I couldn't have thrown a better party myself. Yeah, freaking girls. I smile. So, are we doing like opposite competition now? Yeah, we're just gonna compliment each other relentlessly. I bet you could do more push-ups than me.
Hey.
I bet you're better with computers than I am. I bet you could trim a tree faster than I could.
Hey.
I bet you could de-ice a sidewalk more thoroughly than me. I like this a lot better. Brian blushes. I nestle myself into the soft space between Brian's shoulder and chest. No matter how many times he washes that shirt, I bet he'll never get the smell of campfire out of it. Not that I mind.
Hey.
Got a long summer coming. Interested in some more fishing trips with me? Daisy and Amanda? As long as you'll save me again if I fall into the water. I'd be happy to. Gotta sneak in as much father and daughter time as possible before Amanda heads out. Also, be careful. She's probably gonna try to steal your dog and take him with her to college. It is very cute.
Oh.
I also get the feeling Daisy might try to stow away in her suitcase, so watch out for that. The sunset casts a pink glow over everything, and quiet calm seems to descend upon my backyard. It reminds me of the lake. I'm glad we're not rivals anymore. Me too. Although I don't think I've ever been more productive than I was when I was trying to one-up you. Maybe a little friendly competition is what we both needed. I sigh and nuzzle against Brian a little harder.
Oh.
Am I the cuddle champion? We'll see about that. We'll see about that. Anyway, that was fun. I dated that dad. Honestly, I think that my favorite thing about that whole game was just like the I liked the Amanda part. That was cute. There is a thing at the end? Okay, then we will see that thing at the end. Yeah, I liked Amanda. I liked the whole thing. Plus the fact that like the game has a very nice style to it. They did a great job. It's super funny and cute, and I think, I don't know, it actually evokes genuine emotion. Yeah, Brian's good. He's definitely a good dad. Who would I want to date next? It'd probably be, I mean, honestly, like I know that Silver has like his favorites, but I have to agree with him. Like Matt or Hugo would probably be the next choice if I was to do another route. Just because, I don't know, they seem the most interesting to me. I'll have to play this with like the non stream stuff. Because apparently there's like a whole bunch of cool stuff in here that I probably would like to hear. I don't know, but I do like games like this because it does offer up like lots of options, and I like options. Options are good. Options are good. You should probably do Matt. I mean, I like music. Him, Daddy. Take that, Dad. You're the best, Pops. Oh god, I fucking love it. I fucking love it. If I made a dating game, what would it be about? I don't know. Oh god, it'd probably revolve around like video games, Pokemon, or some sort of like fucking stupid shit. It'd be based on Star Trek. No. What the hell? Oh. Apparently I didn't throw it behind me. It landed like on my back. Look at this cool computer that I drew. Anyway. I'm imagining that you get like a picture like that for each successful dad that you date. Oh god, that's a good picture. I have drawn a few things. Okay, so I want to do this fish game again because now that I understand what this whole thing
Match
is,
that fish.
I want to match more fish
Match of the day. Nice catch.
because I like puzzle games. Wait,
Now you're fishing.
god damn it. I don't know.
Match of the day.
The problem that I'm having is I can't tell what the fish are. Jesus Christ, I'm terrible.
Nice match.
I should have done so much better at this. Then there was that rainbow trout that I wanted to get too, but I couldn't figure out a way to like get more of those trout.
Nice catch.
Nice catch.
Nice match.
You know what I need to play next? I need to play a fucking fishing game. Anyway, that's probably going to be it for tonight.
Nice catch.
I have the next game
Now
picked.
you're fishing.
So I know what I'm going to play. I'll probably start that tomorrow. Frickin'. It's Christmas Eve tomorrow, I guess. Okay. These fish. God damn, these fucking fish. I'm like thinking about 3 different things right now, and I can't think about one entirely.
Nice catch.
My time is running out. Okay. Yeah, I've gone like complete small brain on this. Holidays don't exist in this stream, only Zool. Yeah, that's right. There are no holidays here. But yeah, tomorrow will be a new game. And yeah. I don't know. I don't want to play anything I don't want to play anything super big. Because I want to I want to make sure that I'm ready for when Kakarot comes out. Because I actually want to play that one like day 1.
Yo ho!
ho, and a hole full of ball.
How? How?
Dead men sink no pots. Yo ho ho, and a hole full of ball. Into the brine.
I think I like the yo ho ho and a ball full of and a hole full of ball.
Dead men sink no pots. Dead
But anyway,
men
they did a
sink
great job
no
on
pots.
they did a great job on this game.
Dead men sink no pots.
There's really no fast forwarding this, is there? Anyway, that's enough for tonight.
Dead men sink no pots.
I'm gonna relax and eat something. I started early tonight because I wanted to make sure that I finished this game.
Full of ball.
That was my main goal.
Yo ho
Yes!
ho, and a hole full of ball. Yo ho ho, and a
Yeah,
hole
night-night.
full of ball.
Thanks for watching. I know I haven't been around much lately.
Ho ho, and a hole full of ball.
Honestly, I've just been kind of... I haven't been feeling it very much,
Lost
but
your ball.
you know the deal.
Yo ho ho, and a hole full of ball.
I'm just trying to get through the holidays. Trying to ignore them as much as I possibly can. What the hell was that?
Your ball.
That one seems terrible. Anyway, that's enough of that. Bye for now. Remember, elbows up.